Hey guys, my name is Moon and welcome back for more Umineko When They Cry, episode 5. So last time we pretty much cleared more of the alibis, right? And the only one left this time is Kraus and Natsuhi, the main star Natsuhi. So yes, let's continue and let's see what Erika is gonna say about them. Let's go.
それ以外の全員のアリバイが証明されちゃったじゃない。そんな。
Natsui's mouth flapped open and shut like a suffocating goldfish. And that's an inaccurate analogy. Natsui's mind was blank and was spinning out of control, and she felt as though she really would suffocate.
後宮夏日、最後にチャンスをあげるわ。すべての犯行はあなたの夫の仕業だと自ら告白なさい。
Honestly, it's so funny that Natsui is still not saying anything. Like, come on. You're already here. You're in the other life and you're still not saying anything. I mean, you could say like, oh, their life has ended already, right? And they're in purgatory now. But she still doesn't admit that, oh, Kinzo was actually dead all this time. She's loyal until the end.
私が夫に濡れ衣を着せるような女に見えますか？ベアト、夏日は拒否したわ。そしてあなたにも同じチャンスを。分かっているでしょ？それともまさかクラウスが行方不明であるのをいいことに悪魔の証明でごまかしきれるつもりじゃないわよね。
Can she even do that? Or can she even have something to say? Is it not possible that Kraus in the mansion committed the crime? Beato realized that they were rapidly approaching the end of this battle. Normally, Beato should have been able to argue against his alibis of Erika's in several ways using the blue fruit. However, all of these alibis had been accepted by Burn Castle and Lambda Delta as red fruit. And Beato no longer had any room to argue.
まるでエリあの魔女どもがそうなるように曲解してるみてえじゃないか。
そうですね。ゲームマスターのラムダデルタ卿が納得したならその真実の真贋は問われない。最後に残った真実に基づかれ続く世界が紡がれる。その最後の真実が本当の真実とどれほどかけ離れていようとも。
クラウスおじさんが犯人のわけない。おじさんは何者かに監禁されてるんだぞ。いや、そうと夏日おばさんを電話でうまく騙した可能性も否定できないが。
バトラ君は夏日とクラウスを疑っていますか？
それは
エリカの真実は卑劣な構築ですが正当です。魔女と結託しているとはいえ赤き真実で認められています。つまり嘘だけで構築した偽の真実では断じてありません。つまりエリカの真実でも筋が通るのです。夏日やクラウスが犯人という真実も全くありえなくはありません。それが虚構であろうとも筋は通る。真実と同じ価値を持った虚構なのです。その二つの真実のどちらを信じるか、それはバトラ君自身が自ら決めることです。
The truth about Natsui and Kraus being culprits is also very possible, even if it's a mixture of truth and lies, and it makes sense logically. It's a mixture of truth and lies that is just as valuable as truth is, Which one of those truths will you believe though? That is up to you to decide.
いや、俺は夏日おばさんとクラウスおじさんを信じるぜ。確かに金でトラブルがあるのは知ってる。だがそれでも俺はおばさんたちが犯人だと信じたくない。
But honestly, for me, I mean, I don't think they killed him, right? Obviously. But it's just that they're hiding the fact that Kinzo is dead. And yeah, that's it. That's the only thing their sin, I mean. And then Natsuki has her own, right? With the man from 19 years ago, whatever. But like killing, for example, from the first Twilight, I highly doubt it. Yeah, highly doubt it. I still think that it is the culprit. Yeah, the one behind the scenes that they're not showing us. I think every time if there's something like that, it's probably the culprit.
いや、信じられない。
これだけ赤で着実に追い詰められたこの盤面上でどうやったら夏日を逃がせますか？
だが絶対に屈したくない。夏日おばさんは卑劣な罠にはめられただけだ。エリカの推理はまさにそれに踊らされたもの。だからエリカは意図してかせずしてか本当の犯人の片棒を担いでるんだ。エリカが夏日おばさんを犯人だと告発し、そしてこの場にいる誰もがそうだと信じても、ならばこそ俺だけは夏日おばさんを信じたい。
If everyone believes it's her, will that become the truth? If everyone accepts a lie, will that become the truth? Must an honest person be dragged up to the guillotine, all alone and taunted by lies or liars?
俺は嫌だぜ。誰も夏日おばさんを信じないなら、むしろ俺が信じてやる。本当の真実は全員が納得したら決まるものじゃない。徹底的に双方の可能性を検討して、その上で至るもんなんだ。だからこの法廷は嘘っぱちだ。この法廷は夏日おばさんを犯人だとでっち上げるためにしか存在しない。
ベアとは夏日を必死に弁護していますよ。
違う。ベアトがしているのは抗弁、言い訳でしかない。この法廷では相手の主張に抗うだけじゃ戦えないんだ。だからかつての俺は一方的にベアトにやり込められていたんだ。エリカに勝つのに必要なのは奴の推理の穴を探すことじゃない。奴とは異なる別の真実を見つけ出し、それをあのゲームの支配者ラムダデルタに。
She isn't going to beat Erica by finding flaws in her reasoning. She has to find a different truth and show Lambda Delta the commander of this game. Can she though, honestly?
エリカの真実より正しいと認めさせることなんだ。
ベルンカステル教の示した赤き真実に抵触せずに夏日が犯人でない真実を紡ぎ出せますか？
わからない。
I mean, easier said than done, right?
だが俺が夏日おばさんが犯人だと信じない限り絶対に別の真実がある。仮に事件の犯人は魔女ということになってもいい。正しくない真実によって夏日おばさんに濡れ衣を着せられるくらいなら。
夏日が犯人であるとこれほどの赤き真実を突きつけられてもあなたは信じないのですね。
ああ、物事ってのは常に信じるやつと信じないやつがいるべきなんだ。たとえいくら証拠が積み重ねられようとも誰かが潔白を信じなきゃならない。世の中には証拠じゃ示せない真実なんていくらでもあるはずなんだ。みんながそうだと言うからきっとそうなんだなんてことを俺は二度と受け入れたくない。
How can you be sure that there's nothing on the backside of the moon if you've never seen it? Is there some reason that you have to believe it? Until you see the back of the moon with your own eyes, you can't deny either the possibility that there's nothing there at all, nor the possibility that there's a thriving culture of space bunnies. That would be cool though, right? Space bunnies. You should never assume something is the truth until you actually check it. Discord is a malicious thing, trying to force a single interpretation on the truth that cannot be checked. I believe that there was a civilization in the back of the side of the moon. But that was in elementary school and I was made fun of and laughed at. So I thought it was embarrassing to think that a civilization lived on the moon. And I threw away that belief. I've been told by a book my mom read me that rabbits lived on the back side of the moon. So I believed that for a long time. But when everyone said it was wrong, I abandoned the truth without even trying to check it. Even without evidence, I abandoned the truth I believed in because other people said it, right? The majority of people said that there was nothing there and people laughed at you. Now you abandon it. And now everyone is starting to believe that Aunt Natsuhi is the culprit, even though no decisive evidence has been shown. Even without evidence, Erika's words sound reasonable, so they're probably the truth. Is that why you're throwing away your belief that Aunt Natsuhi is innocent despite the lack of proof?
誰も信じないなら俺が信じる。本当の真実は否定と肯定の2つの目で同時に見た時にしか浮かび上がらないと俺は信じる。奴らが夏日おばさんが犯人だといくら信じさせようとも俺は犯人じゃないと信じる。それを捨てない。
わかりました。ではあなたに私から一つだけ
Okay.
赤き真実を授けましょう。
A single red truth.
私が真の意味で戦う意志を持ったあなたに送るたった一つの力です。
力。
有限の魔女ワルギリアの名において。
By the name of the fine night witch
い
Virgilia.
え、先代の魔女ベアトリーチェとしてあなたに赤き真実を託します。後宮夏日は犯人ではない。
Ooh, that's a big red truth right there.
司法取引クラウスが犯人だと認めたならエリカは夏日に対する追及を中断。以後は所在不明のクラウスが犯人ということで追及を。どうするベアト。このままじゃ夏日やばいわよ。司法取引を受ける？後宮家の名誉とやらを放棄するなら今回はドローにしてあげようっていうベルンの甘い配慮よ。
Krause is currently missing and it's unknown whether he's alive or dead. Most likely he's dead. Yeah, most likely. Like Kinzo, he's no different than a cat in a box that disappeared into the midst of the island, or mist, I mean. A cat inside a box is unfixed and no interpretation of it can be denied. It is the root of endless interpretations, the true source of the endless witch's power. In other words, no matter how much Burn Castle claims that Krause is the culprit, she cannot make that so true. In other words, the Krause culprit theory and the witch theory can be in almost perfect balance. It would mean making the game a draw. Burn Castle was tempting her. This was cajolery, offering her a second chance if she abandons the honor of the family she swore to protect, and consents to a fragment that stomps all over that honor. There is no reason for false confidence. For Beato to lose is to die. In this game, she should always draw or choose a draw unless she has an overwhelming advantage.
夫を犯人呼ばわりなどさせません。夫は後宮家次期当主、後宮家の栄光を受け継ぐ唯一の人間です。その人間に犯罪者の汚名を着せるなど断じて許しません。
良いのか夏日。クラウスを疑ることを放棄するなら、もうそなたしか、そなた以外の全員のアリバイの証明、すなわちヘンペルのカラス、
Hempel's Raven.
何の証拠もなくそなたを犯人だと断定できてしまう。
私しか残らなければ何だというのですか。私は後宮夏日、逃げも隠れもしない。私は潔白です。そして心に片翼のわしを刻む高潔なる当主代行です。
She's always saying this with that one winged eagle engraved into my heart.
私を罵りたければ罵りなさい。
And that's her favorite thing to say, right? Just like how what was the other what's the thing that they always say in this game? Without love it cannot be seen. For Natsuhi, it's this one. With a one winged eagle engraved into my heart.
あざけりたければあざけりなさい。
That's her catchphrase.
誰にも虚実で私の名誉を傷つけることなどできはしないのです。
With a dignified voice, Natsui stated her case openly before the witches above her. However, this response of hers might have been exactly what Burn Castle had intended.
夏日は取引を拒否。ベアとは分かってるわね。夏日が特定された瞬間にラムダは判決を下すわよ。その瞬間に魔女幻想は否定され、あなたは露と消える。夏日のくだらない意地に地獄の底まで付き合うつもり？
リーチェ、あんたはよく戦ったわ。ここが潮時よ。夏日を説得してなんとかギリギリの妥協策を。
ラムダデルタ教もベルンカステル教も真の敵はお嬢様ではなく退屈そのものです。このゲームをまだ繰り返し遊びたいはず。お嬢様が譲歩するところを見せれば喜んでそれを受け入れ、次のゲームに仕切り直すはずです。
次のゲームに仕切り直され、このゲームの夏日は、このかけらの夏日はどうなるというのか。
そんなの気にしてる場合じゃないでしょ。夏日なんて所詮駒よ。このゲームで取り除かれても次のゲームではまた登場するわ。
しかしお嬢様はそういうわけには参りませんぞ。今回のゲームでベルンカステル教の手の内は分かったはずです。それを生かし次回のゲームで勝利を目指す方が現実的です。ここはベルンカステル教の取引に乗るのが唯一無二の上策かと。
くだらないプライドは捨てなさい。カスパロフもディープブルーも無敗じゃないわ。最後に勝率で勝者を決めるんでしょ。一つの勝負、一つの人生、一つの駒に魔女が執着したら
The person that wins more games wins in the end, right? If a witch gets too attached to a single match, a single life, a single piece,
死ぬわよ。
the witch dies.
すまぬが、そういうわけにはいかなくてな。誰もが違うと言っても自分だけは信じる男の強さと、それを捨てなければならなかった男の悔しさを、わらわは夏日を見捨てぬ。なぜか誰もが夏日を疑うのなら、誰かが夏日を信じねばならぬからだ。真実とは疑う者と信じる者の狭間にこそ見つけ出せるからだ。わらわは見捨てぬぞ。
誰もが夏日を犯人と信じるなら、それでもわらわは魔女が犯人であると主張する。それが主張できるなら、わらわの存在価値などそれまでよ。負けられねえんだよ。真実ってのはさ、誰かが否定するもんじゃねえ。自分が疑って捨てた時に消え去るんだよ。
それがベアトの返事？
ああ、当然拒否よ。
Look at that face.
後宮クラウスは犯人にあらず。
Ushirimiya Kraus is not the culprit. Okay, let's remove that. One more. Besides Natsuhi now, okay. It became a little bit different.
バカが。
I like how Burn Castle and Lambda Delta are just smirking like that, right? When they first showed us, like, at least Burn Castle, like, she was emotionless most of the time. But now, yeah, the character itself is just smirking or laughing. Yeah, most of the time now compared to back then. Lambda Delta pretty much the same as she was in the question arcs.
もう取り返しはつかないわよ。愚か者の短期にふさわしい報いを受けなさい。奇跡の魔女ベルンカステルの名において赤き真実を語るわ。
Here's what you get for being a quick-tempered moron. Okay, I speak with the red truth.
後宮クラウスは犯人ではない。
Okay.
そしてとっくに殺されてるわ。
And he was killed long ago. So, yes, as I said, he was killed after he did talk to Natsuhi. 100%. After that, and probably be shot or, yeah, technically shot or killed after that.
あんたに電話で声を聞かせた直後にね。
See, shortly after you heard his voice over the phone, in fact. So, yeah, maybe, let's say, someone had a gun on him. Or, let's say, a knife. And then after that phone call, it ended. Right? His life ended after that phone call ended as well. Brincastle's cruel and ruthless red blade gouged Natsuhi. It was totally merciless. Natsuhi had been crushed with uncertainty, not knowing whether Kraus was alive or dead, but she had still been capable of believing that he was alive. And now that hope, that expectation had been crushed without any chance for a miracle. She had thrown herself into this trap out of concern for her husband's safety. She had now lost her daughter and husband, and everything she had gained since marrying into the Ushirimiya family. No, even after all this, one thing still remains. Her husband has lost, and then right now she is the last person who can protect the honor of the Ushirimiya family. She still couldn't let it end it there. Even wrapped up in so much sadness, Natsuhi would do all she could to protect that honor. With this final bit of strength,
これで終わりよ。残りの食堂の人間は全員1時まで食堂を出ていないことは赤き真実で確定してる。
what is that? It's been determined with the red fruit that none of the remaining people in the dining hall left their room until 1.
つまりもう夏日以外全員のアリバイは証明されてる。
Excluding Natsui, everyone in the mansion has an alibi. Okay, oh, it's removed now. Natsui was the only one without an alibi. This is being used as a basis for claiming that she's the culprit. However, that cannot be said for certain as long as the following possibilities exist.
見事だったわ、エリカ・ベルンカステル。あなたたちは後宮夏日以外に犯行が不可能であることを証明しきったわ。主文から読み上げようかしら。
告後宮夏日は1986年10月4日24時に先に就寝すると偽り自室へ戻るふりをして午前1時までの1時間の間にジョージ、ジェシカ、マリア、ローザ、ゲンジの5人を次々殺害したわ。
主文追加。状況証拠からクラウスの殺害も追加を。
そうね。クラウスを殺せるのだってこの状況じゃ夏日以外に考えられないわ。主文を訂正するわ。午前1時までの1時間の間にクラウス、ジョージ、ジェシカ、マリア、ローザ、ゲンジの6人を次々殺害したわ。
During the hour before 1 a.m., Kraus, George, Jessica, Maria, Rosa, and Genji were killed one after another. How about you say that in red?
殺害可能時間はいずれも24時からの1時間の間だけ。
How about you say that in red? Yeah.
その1時間の間にアリバイを持たない犯行の可能な人物は後宮夏日だけだった。
Look, she doesn't want to say it in red. Yeah.
以後ゲームは被告を真犯人として扱い進行。また事件が人間の犯行で完全に証明されたため無限の魔女ベアトリーチェ当幻想法廷はあんたの存在をここに否定することを宣言するわ。
Don't tell me she's gonna, what do you call that? She's gonna be gone.
抗弁の機会があるけど夏日のアリバイを証明できる？もしくは夏日以外が犯人の可能性を示せる？それさえできれば夏日は黒ギリギリのグレー止まり。あんたの存在否定は今回は保留されるけど。
If Natsuki had an alibi, Beato would have shown it long ago. In fact, wasn't the whole point of that trap to make her lose her alibi?
アリバイの証明などなくともわらわは夏日の無実を信じるぞ。そなたらが偽りの真実をどう決めつけようとな、わらわこそが真犯人である。夏日は無実である。たとえ証拠がなくとも。
真相は六軒島の夜の主黄金のベアトリーチェだけが知っています。私は後宮夏日。夫なき今私が後宮家の当主です。我が心いかなる恥ずかしめにもくじけることがありません。それはなぜかお父様が私に心に片翼のわしの紋章を刻むことをお許しくださったからです。
Honestly, you know why this is sad for me? It's because, yeah, like, most likely this didn't happen. It was all on Natsui's head. Her thinking that Kinzo gave her this. That Kinzo treated his kids, right, badly. Extremely badly. Grandkids also well. Imagine he says this to Natsui. Come on, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
私の心臓に刻まれた紋章と名誉をあなたの証拠とアリバイとやらはどう否定できますか？できません。
But I mean, if Kinzo liked Natsui, I mean, he would probably tell her that she could wear the logo, right? The one-winged eagle, the crest. Like, look at this. Even the servants has it, right? For the other people, for the spouses of the adults, right? For example, Hideyoshi, Kirie, right? They don't have it, and then Natsui as well. If she liked Natsui, or if Kinzo liked Natsui in particular, because she thinks she's good, she's better, then yeah, Kinzo would probably give her this. We would see her wearing it already. But no, this is probably just in her head. Like most like in 99%, I'll say. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna apologize.
私の心に刻まれた後宮家の紋章は不滅なのです。
Now that Natsuhi and Beatrice had practically been placed on the guillotine, they cried out with all the strength of their determination. However, that did nothing but bring a cold smile to Lambda Delta's face. Erica had constructed a truth that Lambda Delta could accept, and no one could construct a more convincing truth to deny Erica's. In that case, the most convincing truth would swallow up everything else and become the only truth. Even if it happened to be different from the real truth, the truth of those in the past is swallowed up by the truth of those in the future. This can happen even for a mixture of truth and lies, as long as everyone acknowledges it as the truth.
よく吠えること。
Sheesh, sheesh, she said.
私は魔女が火あぶりになるときは命乞いを泣きわめく子が一番好きよ。あんたみたいな虚勢を張るのが一番興ざめなの。だからその虚勢を打ち砕く赤き真実を私からの最後の贈り物としてあげるわ。
何ですか。
よせベルンカステル卿、もはやそなたの望んだ真実で上書きされるであろうが、その真実と夏日の真実は相入れるはず。汚さないでやってくれ、頼む。
夏日、
Natsuhi.
金蔵があんたの心に片翼のわしを刻むことをいつ許したっての？
I told you I was just talking about it earlier.
あんたの妄想の中の金蔵の言葉でしょうが、それは。
Dude, that really hurts. Those were just the words of the Kinzo from your delusions.
本当の金蔵はね、生涯ただの一度もあんたを心の底から信頼したこともないし。
Damn, that hurts. Now that's reality.
あんたに紋章を許そうと思ったこともただの一度もないわ。
When the heartless announcement was made, Kinzo stood up.
夏希、耳を貸すでない。
The thing is, Burn Castle is right though. This is just a delusion though. Yeah, this is all in her head. Kinzo was gone already.
そなたの心に刻まれた紋章は誰にも汚されぬ。
I like how Kinzo's character here, his sprite is crying. Well, look at Burn Castle, just laughing there on the side deviously, right?
そなただけのものだ。後ろ宮家の最後の当主としての誇りを永劫に忘れるな。夏日。
やかましいわ。夏日のゲロカス妄想。
You miserable delusion of Natsuhis. This is the thing about Umineko though. They are trying to deliberately confuse you. Like, yeah, even though we're in the answer arcs right now, they're still trying to confuse you with stuff. Like with how Natsu is saying that Kinzo said that to her, and now Burn Castle is saying that in red.
消せぬぞ我が魂は。夏日が心に紋章を刻み続ける限りな。
この嘘つき幻想が。
You lying illusion.
本当の金蔵はそんなことを言わないわ。
The real Kinzo would never say such a thing.
消えなさい。
Be gone.
夏日によって美化された。夏日にとって都合のいい夏日の中の妄想の金蔵。
Look at that, beautified by her to suit her own purposes. Pretty much, she wanted to. Are you a dancer? I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, pretty much. What was it again? Kinzo's just moaning here, but yes, this is just what Natsui wanted to hear. Right? This is just what she wanted to hear. Like, if I think about the culprit, remember what she did when they were showing us earlier? I mean, I think that scene was real though. I think that was real. When what do you call this? Was it the maid, right? And then the baby, they fell. I mean, she definitely pushed them. So, yeah, I mean, this is just was something she just wanted to hear. But in reality, this did not happen. I highly doubt it though. Highly doubt it. Because if this did happen, we could have seen much more better interpretation between, I guess, Natsui and the other characters. I guess it will have much more respect. But then again, Ava undermines even Kraus though, right? But yeah, I think maybe it will look a little bit different though if Kinzo actually is what do you call this? How did Burn Castle say it? But yeah, technically if Kinzo really did say this, I think Natsui is gonna be a little bit more different. Yeah, just a little bit more. A bright red flash, maybe a little bit of confidence, I suppose. Yeah, if Kinzo really did do this to her or say this to her and allowed her to wear the family crest, I think she's gonna be much more confident, and the way she talks is probably gonna be different as well. I think she wouldn't allow Ava to bully her if Kinzo really did said this to her, like in reality. Yeah, she would really stand up to Ava and would not allow anything that Ava says to them. Okay, I accidentally clicked it. What did it say there? Let me go back and let me read it. A bright red flash of lightning smashed Kinzo over and over again as he screamed. Then he crumpled like a doll and sat back down in his chair as though nothing had happened. The fierce emotion had left Kinzo's face. He had truly become a wax model. He would never again share kind words with Natsui. That's right, the true Kinzo never once trusted Natsui during his entire life. The true Kinzo never once considered allowing Natsui to bear the one-winged eagle. Because of course, the Kinzo had already vanished before the start of the game. The Kinzo that appears in-game is nothing more than Natsui's delusion. Every part of Kinzo who believed in Natsui and trusted her with protecting the family honor is all in Natsui's head was a phantom created by Natsui. I mean, wasn't that obvious? Pitiful woman. Like, I think in episode 4 when they first mentioned this, yeah, I kinda realized that, the whole conversation we had with Natsui in episode 1 was, yeah, all fake. It was all in her head.
後ろ宮金蔵の信頼を生涯得られなかった真実を
But yeah, I think this is what Natsui desired the most, I suppose. She wanted to become something that the Ushiromiya family head can be proud of. But in reality, it did not happen.
Natsui.
Especially when she, how do I say this? She couldn't bear children. I guess at least in the beginning, right? She had Jessica, but it was yeah, a little bit later, and then Kinzo gave her the baby, and then look at what happened there, right? Would Kinzo be proud of that person? Like, knowing Kinzo, I mean, would he, let's say, forgive her? I don't think so, right?
そなたは金蔵に後ろ宮家を託されたのであろう。
No, he didn't. Not only did he not entrust her with that, he never even said hello or met her gaze even once. That hurts. That hurts a lot. I think this one has struck her the most. When they mentioned Jessica, when she died, okay, Natsui is a little bit emotional, just a little bit than Kraus earlier, much more emotional, and now with Kinzo, super emotional. Yeah, the way she screamed right now, it has much more feelings compared to the other ones. Yeah. You see this? Like Ava. Remember when Ava was crying for Hideyoshi and George? It's kind of like this now, at this moment, when now she's realizing that all the Kinzo said was fake. Natsuhi's cry was a mixture of sadness and many other emotions, and it echoed throughout the cathedral. Natsuhi could no longer stop her tears at some last faint element that had cheered her up until today, that had allowed her to endure as an Oshinomiya, as the wife of the head's representative, and as the final family head, had been torn to bits. Natsuhi no longer had anything left. Natsuhi could no longer allow herself to even call herself Han Oshinomiya. Those difficult days, those painful days, those days she still gave everything she could for the family she'd married into despite it all. The very few happy days among these days. All those flitted through her mind one after another and disappeared. All those once beautiful memories crushed by Burn Castle's red fruit, smashed to bits and scattered, plunged deep into her hands, or smeared red with mournful blood. It was the red of sadness. The red of sadness. And truth.
以上です。ただ事件がそこに存在するだけで、フルドエリカはこの程度の推理が可能です。いかがでしょうか、皆様方。
Lem the Delta clapped. Then a bit later, Berncastle also clapped, looking pleased. The expressionless wax figure-like audience followed suit, and the unshakable verdict was welcomed with a great applause. And so the truth of this tale was decided. That was something, yeah. They literally destroyed her. I thought they were trying to find what do you call this? To pin her, to make her the culprit. But yes, it was that. And then Krause's name was cleared as well. But she got destroyed as well, right? Those red fruits by Burn Castle was insane. All those stuff, the Kinzo that you saw, were all your delusions to suit you, right? You just wanted to hear what you wanted to hear, and that was it. Kinzo never said that. Kinzo never liked you. Kinzo never even looked at you. Damn, right? That really hurt. But yeah, I mean, that was a good scene today. Yeah, very nice scene. Even though it's sad for Natsuhi, it's just reality now, right? It's reality. Honestly, I've been waiting for the scene like that to happen. Yeah, ever since I said episode 4, when they said Kinzo was dead, I wanted to see a scene there when they revealed, or not revealed, but when someone actually said that to Natsuhi, that everything that you heard Kinzo said to you was a fabrication in your mind. It's a delusion. And then it happened now, and it was sad. It was sad for her. Yeah, that was the most emotion that character had ever shown. Jessica, when she died, she looked like she got flustered a little bit. Then Krause, when they said that Krause is dead, a little bit more emotion, and then Kinzo, much more emotion, the most emotion, right? I think she wanted to please Kinzo the most for some reason. Like, I think more than Krause, I mean. She wanted to please Kinzo the most. She wanted Kinzo to accept her. But I guess until the end, it did not happen for her. So yeah, that was pretty good. And yes, we are gonna continue this and do more of Umineko and the Cry episode 5 in the next one. So I'll just see you then, guys. Bye bye.